Welcome to Bevy Pod. Today we are going to meet someone so beautiful. Her name is Rhonda, and she looks like she's 30, but she's in her 60s, and she's vibrant, gorgeous, motivating. I know you're going to enjoy this episode, and we want to learn her secret to staying young and beautiful. Welcome to Bevy Pod. So today we have a special guest, Rhonda. Woo! Okay. Yeah. So how do you look so beautiful? And how do you do it? I mean, I don't know. Are you okay to sing your age?
Yes, my age is my business.
Okay, what's your age?
62. And
Come on.
And I'll be 63 March.
Wow.
And you better hurry up because on March 27th, my one-on-one goes up $1.
Oh.
So
well.
it's going to be $63, not just 62.
So when you say one-on-one, is that something that you show people or tell people how to look as beautiful as you?
Thanks, honey.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. The short answer is yes. I've been trying to tell them for 30 years.
30 years.
And I can tell you, I've been modeling for 42 years. But for 30 years, I've been stretching. So I would go on these auditions.
Right.
30 years later, looking across from some of these models with their Botox.
Oh, yes.
Their lifts,
but
the neck.
Yeah.
And they're looking at me saying, Rhonda, what are you doing? You look exactly the same. And I said, what did I tell you 30 years ago? It's stretching.
Do you do exercises?
Yes,
here?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do face exercises.
I bought a mouth guard thing that you're supposed to do this. I haven't tried it yet, but is that a good thing to have?
No.
No.
None of the solutions that they have for you, eyeglasses, hearing aids, operations, diapers.
None of that.
None of that, no. Because that's just a fix for what the real problem is, which is imbalance. Okay. So when you stretch your muscles, whether you stretch the muscles here, 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 the legs, anywhere, you stretch to elongate the muscle. So if you stretch and hold for 30 seconds, you're elongating 30 seconds of the muscle. So you're reversing just a couple of weeks ago because age is time. So if you spend 30 seconds stretching a muscle, it's about a week or something like that, you know? Right. But if you continue to stretch that muscle on a daily basis and you spend more time internally, then you're constantly stretching muscles and eventually those muscles move. That sends a chain reaction. It starts to undo and stretch the rest of the muscles. And it's a process. You stretch to elongate muscles so you can move the bones so that the bone structure becomes more balanced, and then the body just functions the way it was designed to. The organs sit properly. The eyesight starts to
You mean you don't have to wear glasses for driving or anything? You could improve your eyesight?
Everything's interconnected.
Oh my gosh.
So if there's things going wrong in the body that people call the aging process, age is only time. So it depends what you're doing with the time you have. So if for 30 years I've been stretching, I've reversed a lot of the imbalance that I had when I was a kid, when I had knocked knees. Yeah. So if you start now, that's why I like to talk to the young kids.
Yes, it's very important.
12-year-olds, 13-year-olds.
So I have a question for you. When I go like this, I look 30 years younger. And then I was thinking, what if there was something that could just pull back like this, my skin?
There is.
There is? Okay. Me? Okay. And will that because I look beautiful. I look 30 years younger when I do this, right?
Yes.
In the mirror, I'm like, oh, that's beautiful.
If I explain to you why, then you'll understand how important the stretching is. And maybe that will inspire you to continue.
Is there still chance that I could reverse any kind of little
That's
wrinkles?
all stretching does is reverse the aging process.
Gosh.
Because when you're younger, your bone structure's at its most balanced state.
Okay.
When you're a child.
Right.
But because they told you you're left-handed or right-handed, that means you're left-sided or right-sided. So you have conditioned yourself. You're right-sided, honey. Okay. You've conditioned yourself to use your entire right side only. So this is what's happening.
That's why my shoulders sometimes aren't 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
and so people that have a sore neck,
right.
like if I talk to people and you can see their necks like this, you know why?
Why?
Because their shoulders are, the whole body is inside is twisted up and one side's over the other side. So I've spent years changing the bone structure.
Right.
So what happens is if I'm talking to somebody and their head's like this, it's because their shoulders are off. So if they put their shoulders like this, their head wouldn't be so.
So maybe after you can show Will, our cameraman,
definitely,
because I find that he's a little bit stiff, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody is. Everybody needs it. They don't know. They think that they only need it when they're getting older. But everybody needs it because it's your programming that's causing you to move your body. And if you think that this body dies and the soul lasts forever, but this body's disposable, you're speaking into existence the programming that kept us sick, poor, and dead.
Wow.
You're speaking it into existence. Death is a business.
Words are very powerful. Yes.
And so are the people and the corporations that have been controlling us to go and buy their products.
What about those people that you see walking down the street and they're kind of like hunched over? Like, I think that if they just straightened up, like, and like, you know, my mom used to say, pretend there's a book on your head, like when you're walking, right? Then I think that maybe they didn't have to end up like that. Is that true? Or are they like that?
You're just noticing what you have inside internally. They just have it more.
Okay.
And because it depends what they've done with their body and what jobs they've done. So I always ask when I do a consultation with someone, tell me what you've done, what sports you've played, do you have any operations, what jobs have you done? Because that's what you look like inside. So if he was probably, you know, and I'll tell you, I have a few Parkinson's clients that.
Really?
I work with people with Parkinson's, and after 4 days of physically stretching someone in the week that I was there, he was falling 5 times a day. He couldn't get up by himself. The 4th day he's getting up by himself. He's not falling anymore. That's just one. Okay. And the reason I noticed about the people that have Parkinson's are people that see what happens when you use your body like this. These muscles become inactive. So that runs up into your head and it shuts off and it imbalances everything. And sometimes I had one Parkinson's client who was a friend of mine who was a photographer. So he was bent over. I had one who was a skier.
Oh my gosh.
One who was a roofer. And they label everything. Oh, they got Parkinson's, they got headaches, arthritis. It's all in balance, but they have operations for you.
Oh, yeah. I don't believe in operations. I believe in natural healing.
Yes.
Like, that's why I'm even a vegetarian. I like to even grow my own food in the summertime. But yeah, I don't take any medication because I feel like you can naturally heal yourself. And years ago, I did a body cleanse and that's when I became a vegetarian. So I really believe in what you're saying. But I would really like to learn more about stretching because if I have a friend that goes like this all the time to his face, right? And he looks 40 years younger than he is. And he says it's his genes, but I see him doing this all the time. I'm like, is that why he does? Is that the secret?
For sure. He's keeping his muscle. Well, if you're just doing this and you're pulling your skin, that's not the stretch healing.
Okay.
You have to find the muscle, you push on it and you hold it. And when you don't feel it anymore, or a memory triggers you because memories are stored in the muscles.
Does it hurt?
No. And it's only a pull you follow. If there's a stretch pain, you change position slightly just until you find the pull and then you hold it. And then when the tension goes away and you're not feeling it anymore, don't go from one muscle to the next. Change position and get the other muscle because you're still working in the same area. So when you pull it, you're feeling it here because you're just starting. Your muscle's short and it's elongating.
Right.
I've been stretching since 1996 for the first 13 years, I stretched every day for 4 hours a day. I didn't miss a day.
4 hours a day.
Then
That's
I
a
found,
lot out of your life.
well,
Is
how
that
do
why
you,
you're like so
oh my
beautiful?
God, out of your life. It took me 4 hours every day for 13 years to get the tension out of my body to naturally fall asleep. That, that's why age is time. If you spend time internally stretching your muscles, you're giving yourself more time because you're untwisting your body and you're
So you
going
get
back in
more
time.
time in the end to
Of
live,
course.
right?
Well, to live, life is eternal. It's internal, the work. And the most amazing part of doing the internal work is it feels incredible. Any memories that come out of trauma that you went through, either physical or emotional or spiritual, it comes out of the memories, but it's just data. You don't have to go through the pain again. So now you're sorting out all this knowledge that's coming out that as your body's healing. So subconsciously, all the lies and the nonsense is pushed out and your knowledge comes in. So now you're becoming a hole in your vessel. You're healing it, you're growing it, and you're not spending an hour a day at a yoga studio or at the gym. You're spending hours. Balance it out. If you're taking your body somewhere for hours, to do something, the rest of the time you need to spend internally to balance what you did. And eventually now you've reprogrammed your mind and your body to start moving the way it was designed to, which is balanced.
So for me, I had trauma in my life and I had a lot of different things I had to heal through. So what I do is I write in my journal, I pray, I meditate, and I pray to God and I say, like, remove it. And just when I think I'm completely healed, some person in maybe a different outfit will trigger my past or my memory, and I got to keep healing on a deeper and deeper level. But
boy, this is a big conversation. She said so many things that I will just wipe out right now.
Okay.
And this is what happens when you stretch. All that, the questions that you have, all of the answers are inside. So all of your questions are going to come from your muscles, and the answers come from your experience. Your knowledge comes from your experience. So they got you outside of yourself. Write it on a piece of paper. Pray outside of yourself. Pray to God. Everything's
But meditation's inside.
Yes, one thing. She's doing one thing. You got to do all of it because stretching takes care of all of it. And once you understand that you are your own manifester, you're your own creator, you're your own light inside, you're your own love, you're your own best friend, you're your own healer, teacher, student.
So I have all the answers. I can download all the answers myself.
You download them as you stretch.
Okay.
So as you're stretching, and you're working on a muscle, and that sends a chain reaction and undoes the knot that started that problem. And then you keep stretching, and then that knot undoes, and that knot undoes. Not only are you physically stretching your muscles and eventually moving your bone structure to be balanced, but as you're doing that, the data is changing. The knowledge is changing. You're getting to know yourself. You're remembering who you are. You're starting to figure out, whoa, if I didn't go... That's amazing. This is great. Wow. Thank God I went through. That's why I am who I am. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Simple, stupid, eh?
Yeah. No, it sounds really good. Like,
well, it's so common sense. I'm going to tell you. I hate to
it's not really common sense, though.
No, not because
if people don't know, because I go to a chiropractor for my knees, right?
Right.
And what he does is he uses electrolysis.
Chiropractor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Well, he's a wonderful person.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like him. Our conversations and stuff.
Yeah.
But he uses electrolysis and a machine for massaging and stuff like that. And he gives me certain stretches actually to do at the gym with my legs. And
at the gym.
Yeah. And then
the chiropractor.
Yeah. And then insoles for my shoes. And there was a point last year that my dog Pee-wee and both our legs sort of gave up. And I was so scared. Like I couldn't go down the stairs at my house. I couldn't walk to the corner with my dog, and my dog's heavy. I had to pick him up. His legs went. So what I did is I started massaging him every night and pulling his leg and stretching it.
Yeah.
And he would go,
Yeah,
And like he loved it.
Yeah.
And he would like lay down on his back and expect it every night, right? So I was like his slave. He actually could walk. And then me going to the chiropractors, doing those stretches just with my knees, all of a sudden I got better, right? And I didn't have to go as often. So I'm wondering, like,
I hate to put you all out of business, chiropractors, but listen, you need it, the chiropractors, as much as we all need it. So I became a certified stretch therapist. I'm also a certified personal trainer. I'm certified. I'm a master at stretching and the body and the mind and healing because I've been spending 30 years stretching, like I said, 13 years for 4 hours every day. And then I found out about corruption in the world that I had no idea about. So I went down that rabbit hole for 3 years, 10, 11 hours a day. And now I'm just always stretching. So if I'm at home, there's nothing more important in this world. No show, no alcohol, no person, nothing that is going to give me the healing and the feeling of myself doing it as much as I can. And the more you do it, the faster you heal because age is time. So if I'm spending hours stretching, I'm reversing years.
Oh,
that's the beauty of it. And it feels amazing. So, and my knowledge is becoming just my own. Everyone's pointing their finger and talking about everybody else. We're all messed up.
Yeah.
They messed us all up, and our parents' generation, and our grandparents. Yeah. But we're finding out we've been lied to. The perfect thing to do at this time, which is really the most amazing time, because I say the devil has left the building, that people just don't know it yet. Because they kept us divided for a reason, from ourselves because of our magic, and from men because the connection is magical, from each other, from our kids. So they kept us divided from ourselves because they'd be out of business.
Well, I feel like
the eyeglasses, the hearing
magic
aids
inside of us, right?
We definitely do.
Does it also have something to do with the words that we speak over our body?
1000%. Okay. But the problem is, Bev, is that everyone's been living in their head.
Okay.
So this is your vessel. 3/4 of your body's not being used. You're taking that body to some so-called expert that's been educated through the education system that doesn't care about you, but they care about their pocket book.
Yes, yes.
Right? So you're living in your head. So everything you're speaking is from someone else's knowledge, barely your own. But when you become your own wealth of information from not just this life, past lives, because you can go back when you start stretching, you go in and out of it. And I'll tell you, we all have a sixth sense.
Yes.
The vision they talk about. Well, if it's in the middle, which I'm finally getting to, you're using one side more than the other. You're all twisted up inside. How are you going to see anything? How are you going to hear your own voice? When you start hearing, you hear your mom, your dad, your teacher, and all of a sudden that data starts to sort itself out from your own experiences and knowledge. That's most important to you. It doesn't matter to anybody else. It's what's important to you. It's your knowledge, your gift, your passions, your purpose. And so why are you going to somebody else? All the answers are in there. So as you start to relax and stretch, you go in and out of your body, your mind, you're imagining, wow, look what's happening. And whoa, that memory came out. And you're starting to, you're starting to sort through it. And it does have a full picture.
Sounds really magical.
It is amazing.
When I'm sleeping at night lately, it just started happening in the last couple of months. I have these dreams and I'm dreaming in color and it's very vivid. And it's almost like I'm going somewhere else. So last night when I had a dream, I wanted to remember it. So I stayed up and I go, oh God, please help me remember.
You got to write it as soon as.
But guess what? I did remember it. And I went back into the dream and I was able to finish it. And I thought that was so amazing that I could do that.
She did that.
I did that.
That's how amazing we are inside.
Yeah. I thought that was amazing.
I wrote down a dream. So I used to put the pad beside my bed.
Right. That's a good thing to do. Write down your dreams.
If you think you're going to remember, it's like, listen, I have a few books in the making.
Okay. Yeah.
And one is the funny things kids say. I wrote down all the funny things my kids said.
Aw.
I've got 2 cookbooks.
Yeah.
And not dreams, but I would put a notepad beside my bed, and I would wake up and write everything down and then read it. The details, I realized, oh, it's our soul. Dreams are real because
so
we're our souls.
It's
Yes.
the messages on
To ourselves.
directing us.
Everything in here is for us.
It's for us.
It's ourself. It's who you are. We're all amazing. And this is heaven on earth. Hell really was dug from country to country underground, the tunnels.
I
Really,
feel like
hell
it's
existed.
heaven. I feel like it's beautiful. Like just when I'm walking with my dogs on the beach and I take off my shoes and I just walk in the water and I just look at the sun and feel it, like no sunscreen or anything. I just feel like it's like magical.
So what you're feeling, we're all in this. We are all the same inside. One love, one light. They kept us from that. So as we all start to heal, we'll realize that we are all the same, and that you enjoy, everyone should be enjoying that.
Yes.
So this is heaven on earth, and we are going to take us into the heaven that we all want, which is we all want the same, which is opposite of what we've ever known. My last name is of love, D'Amour, of love. That's my gift.
Beautiful. That's
and
nice
it is,
gift.
yeah. But we all have that. So I'm trying to get people to go within, find the love and the light within, because it's in there. We all connect, find out that we are bringing ourselves into this heaven on earth, which it is.
Yeah.
And we'll find out we're all the same.
Yes,
we are.
But are we the same but individuals? Or like how are we all
Just imagine this. Just imagine. First of all, everyone points their finger at everybody else. It has never anything to do with the person they're talking about. It always has to do with yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
being triggered.
Right.
And it's not their fault.
Right. 3 point back at you. So I say to everybody, stop talking about everybody else because you're really talking about yourself.
Yeah.
Heal inside, and you're going to find out that we're coming into opposite of what we've ever known, because this is history in the making. And this is, I say, the devil had this world for 1,000 years. It's our turn, and it is. And there's a lot of good people, not just us, a lot of powerful people changing. I say the old guard's gone, and this is just the awakening.
Are they awakening in it by sharing love, by doing kind things?
By sharing knowledge to find out, first of all, that there was evil. And there is evil in this world. So if we're coming into opposite of everything is love, no homelessness, no fear, no hunger, no hurting, no lying, no cheating, no porn. Like I saw these visions before I knew what was going on in the world. I never knew what was going on in the world. And when I found out that there was corruption, then I started to understand. I saw the vision years ago because, it's all, we have so much knowledge and magic inside.
Wow.
And every once in a while the veil drops, but the more you know yourself, then you get the full picture. We're all in the same full picture. So I saw us coming into freedom and our kids getting married out of love and for the right reasons, and having kids for the right reasons. Had no idea about the corruption. And when I saw and heard about the corruption, and I realized, no wonder, now I understand what I see. So we are all coming. You can't stop what's coming. It's time.
But it's a positive
It's amazing. It's freedom. But people are fearful. Once you understand who you are, the fear goes. Once you understand that there's an army of people around this entire universe coming together, then and it's all for good, then the fear goes, and we stop feeding into the fear, and it goes away.
I used to have an employee that used to suffer from anxiety attacks. So I took her down to the beach and I said, I think this is coming just from you having fear, like just feeding into the fear. And she goes, I have to go to the hospital. I got to get medication. I go, no, you just have to stop those thoughts. Yeah. Right.
But what stops it is physical. You're right. Everyone's in their head. Right. Manifest it, speak it, write it down, brainwash yourself, reprogram yourself. No, that's not the natural way. way. They're tapping into it. Oh, a little bit of this, and this makes me feel good, and cayenne pepper and garlic. And if one more person tells me a solution on how to be happier than this, I would like to know, but you can't get happier because the work is, you get happier the more work you do. But if you're not spending time in here and you have anxiety, yes, our bodies are riddled with fear, riddled with anxiety, riddled with pain and dysfunction because you're aging, you're getting old. No, no.
You don't have to get old. You don't have to.
No.
Like I heard something the other day that you could live to be like in the Bible. They used to live
eternal. It's internal. If one more person quotes the Bible to me, what? How do you know what Bible you're looking at? They've lied about everything. They've rewritten it 5 times. They took 3 pages out of the Bible. 3 pages because there were 2 names in it. They didn't want us to know Fatima and Muhammad, which means we all have the same God. Oh, they kept us separated from that too, religion.
I was reading, I go to a woman's Bible group, and we were reading Matthew, I think it's 17:20 on, and I said, 21's missing.
21's missing.
Some
of the old Bibles.
It's missing.
I forget what it says.
You know what it says? It says, in order to heal your body,
you have to go inside?
Fasting and prayer.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Fasting and prayer.
Yeah, that's what it said. But they took it out.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so I guess
that's not going to help you too much because the fasting and the prayer you just reach a different level of consciousness when you pray because you're speaking out loud and you're bringing, what
and then
you're
meditating. So you're listening for the answers,
but the answers are inside.
Yeah. And that's sort of how you get them.
And the fasting is a detox, which feels, but there's nothing like I said, when I'm a certified stretch therapist, physically, I went to a course that they're physically stretching people, but the stretches they're doing on people are stretches I do on myself. So fantastic. That's great. But when you go inside, rather than a chiropractor touching you or anybody physically stretching you, the stretching that you're doing internally, nobody can get in there but you.
So
it's
private.
Why waste your time going there and spending an hour over there when you spend an hour inside?
Outside. Don't go outside. Go inside. Inside. We have the answers. We have everything inside.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's a shift. And it's opposite of everything we've ever known. So it makes sense that we've been on the outside. Now we're going on the inside. We've been in fear and hatred and all of that, and now we're going into opposite of everything. You think death is coming with us? No, that's not coming either. Life is eternal. You go within and you're healing and growing. Now you take your foot out of the death, stop speaking it into existence, stop believing it, start to realize it's full of the big whole picture of the opposite of what we want, that we are in control of and you start healing and growing, and now you're out of that and you're into that life.
Well, I really want to reverse my aging and start speaking that I have eternal life and that, I don't have to focus on an end, and some people are saying like retirement, right? They're saying, I'm like, what? They're like, oh, Beverley, like, when are you going to retire? And I go, why would I want to retire? Like, I don't want to sit at home and die. Like, I have an employee right now, like, we had a big retirement party for him. He says, Beverley, if I stay at home with my wife and kids, I'm going to go insane. I'm going to be dead in a couple of years. I'm coming back to work. Right? He came back. He's happy. He's going out dancing. He's enjoying his life. Right?
He can still do that and have all that freedom, but spend that time that he's worried about inside to learn and grow and tap into his passion.
Right. Okay.
So, I worked at an insurance company. If you clicked on a link online, I was the one that called you. And then I talked to you until I got you over to the person who signed your life away.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Your life away.
Right.
So I would be talking to them, trying to get them to stretch. I'd get them on social media and I'd be talking to them. You wouldn't believe the things people say. I said, I'm thinking to myself, you tell yourself that? Oh, I want to be buried beside my loved one. Is that your goal in life? Whoa, goals, man.
Well, I had a job where the girls there was two girls that were on the telephones on the time, and they had calendars, and they had the day that and the year that they were going to retire, how many days every day
Uh-huh.
until they were done work and they're going to retire. And we used to kind of laugh, like, why aren't you enjoying every day? Why are you focused on when they're going to leave here?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not living in the now. Okay,
No.
to put it out there to say, yeah, that's the day I'm going to retire. That's a good day. That's fantastic. That's okay to retire from a job, and then you can heal more and spend more time healing. But you can also stretch. You can also stretch at work. So there, I had a girl the other day talk to me on the phone and say, "Well, no one has time to stretch." I said, first of all, that's what you tell yourself. Fantastic. You just took yourself out of the game.
Wow.
Number one, before you go to bed, while you're in bed, before you wake up, in the car on the way to work, at work.
You can do it in the car? You can stretch in the car?
Well, I'm not going to promote too much of it, but I can show you stretches that are safe.
Maybe you could do like your neck and stuff.
No, you can hold it. I do face stretches. Everything I do now is internal, so I'm making really crazy faces. No one can see in the car. That's a great
time. So is
time
chewing
to do
gum good too? Because because
it's you're still using something.
Okay.
It's you use your own muscles.
We don't need
and you can't
What
have
about
anything.
olive oil on the outside of your skin?
No, because everything's on the inside. The skin will start to rejuvenate. Everything's because of the inside.
And it comes out.
Yes.
Oh wow. That's amazing. That's kind of a miracle.
We are miracles.
Wow. Well, I mean, I believe you because you look so beautiful.
Thank you.
So if people wanted to get information or to learn more about stretching to have more youth and live eternal life, like how would they contact you?
Click the link.
Click the link. Yeah.
No, it's a one-on-one. This is like a one-on-one, but I get like one-on-one. I get into your, your brain, which we're getting in, but it takes me an hour and a half to deprogram you mentally.
Yeah.
And then I give you stretches, and the stretches, you get immediate results.
Wow.
So everything I said was the truth. And then it's up to you. Are you going to ignore your knowledge? Knowledge?
No.
Are you going to ignore yourself? Are you going to think it's not that important or stretching is just good for you? It's your lifeline.
Yeah,
It's
it really
your
is.
lifeline.
And I feel like as we get older, we're looking for answers.
We
want to
know
know where we go after this life. We want to know if this life just continues. We want to know about spirituality. No, people want to know.
I know because we're messed up because we have no idea. When you go within, you don't want to go anywhere else. The knowledge that comes out is more exciting than when you lived it, because now it's just knowledge. So you are going back in time physically because you're reversing, your bone structure. So that's why as you stretch the muscles, those memories come out. You can't control. You're not in your head. Your head's a bystander of what's happening internally now. Wow. So as it's happening, you're just on the outside going, what is that? Right? So as you stretch and you get to know yourself and you start to heal, there's nothing more exciting than that. And then you realize, what? I don't have to die. I can create exactly the life I want. And all my friends want the same. And all we have to do is stretch and heal and share stories. I'll tell you, the currency now, besides gold and silver that we're coming into, is knowledge.
Knowledge, yes, that's true.
But it's our stories. Because when we tell our stories, we are the last. We are the last generation. That's why I say there's a women's movement coming.
Robots?
Well, there's a women's movement coming for a reason. If we're coming into opposite of everything, men have run this world. What's the opposite?
So it's going to be,
and then power
it's
couples.
It's going to be her story instead of his story.
And then power couples, their story.
Okay, that sounds good.
Eventually, but you can't connect with somebody until you know yourself. And why do you want to?
That's true.
Everyone's trying to give themselves to spend. No, you're so much happier. I mean, I teach even couples. because it's so important to be on the same page.
I went out on a date with a guy that just talked about his ex and trashed her and all this stuff. And I'm like, this guy's so toxic. Like,
we're all toxic.
Well, I mean,
we've
really
been taught to be real toxic.
Yeah.
That's why we got to undo what we think we know.
So I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. I think that, I'm a little bit further
But
advanced.
it doesn't matter though, because
doesn't?
No, because we're all messed up. And why do you want to be a little less messed up or a little? No, we want to be not
messed up.
Yeah. And that's going within. Never mind everybody else.
Because
this is a healing time.
Then you can come together with somebody. Right? Yes.
The age-old answer is right there.
Oh, wow, that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
And then you can just experience, like when I was in Mexico, I went to this raw food place and the lady was talking about mind, body, and cleansing, like in the jungle. And she said, you just come down here and spend a week on this mat. And she goes, we're going to detox your body, your mind, your soul, and we're going to spend time. And I'm thinking, okay, put me on the list. Like this sounds very, very exciting.
But you can do that anywhere. Everyone.
I don't have to go to the jungle?
No. Okay. That's why I want to go into the jails. Oh. Because those people, it doesn't matter how small of a cell or place you live in or how,
It's in here. It's
in here. Thank you. See, she wanted to do it here.
I did.
And she's awake now because once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep.
It's in here. It's in here.
It is. It's here. This is better than just this because this is all you and all the knowledge is in here and the imbalance and healing and the aches and pains. So you're driving your body to the ground because they programmed you.
Yes,
drive your body to healing, growing. We used to be giants. We're shrunk down to this, but we're not going anywhere because women are on it as well, and the men will join.
My power. Well, that's great. So I guess if someone wanted to get in touch with you, they could either do it online or in person.
Right. Either way, it doesn't matter. See, we're in person, but all the people that are watching are getting the same message. Yes. That's why I want a stage. I want cameras. I want to be live on every social media platform. Yeah. I want the room full.
Yes.
Because I'm saying my app that's on Google Play and in the app stores, I've been modeling for 42 years and I've been stretching for 30. So 42 years, 30 years.
And you look so young, right?
Well, I started at 19. Yeah.
I know, but the stretch,
yes. But
the package is beautiful.
Why you even want to download the app is just to see what I look like 30 years ago when I was modeling, saying the exact same thing. I look like an avatar before avatars were around.
Wow. That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
We don't know ourselves.
Right. So are you going to show us then some stretches today? Right? That's
might as well go all the way.
Well, yeah, because I mean, the only thing I stretched is my legs a little bit with a machine, right? Mm-hmm. So that would be really interesting.
Well, that is not a stretch. Oh, even though you're stretching your muscle a little bit, that's a movement.
Okay.
Yoga is a movement.
Okay.
All the things in life are movements. When you're stretching, you're stretching your muscles, relaxing, elongating, mentally changing, physically changing, so that when you go out to do those movements, your body will change faster because now the reason that you were burning, when your body's in balance and you gain certain weight as you get older, you gain weight here and here, is because those muscles are inactive because your body's internally twisted up.
That I get a jelly belly?
Yes. So as you stretch, people think it's the food or they think they have to kill themselves at the gym.
Or a diet.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not. You have to physically balance your bone structure so that when you go to bend down to wash the floor and go to do this and that all day, you're doing movements now on a balanced body. So now you're hitting all the areas and the fat's not getting piling up in those areas. You're burning it in all the areas. That's why body shapes change because of the different imbalance.
I have a cleaning company and my employees, I always tell them that it's better than going to the gym, cleaning people's houses, right? Maybe you could teach them that while they're cleaning to stretch.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. That's a brilliant idea.
Well, I could teach them to do that while they're cleaning, but I more importantly want to teach them to do it, like I said, while they're at home, so that when they go to clean, they're cleaning and have more energy and more comfortable on a more balanced body.
I love that. More energy.
But also,
yeah,
what happens is as you spend more time stretching, when you're out and your body, you know, if you get a headache or you get a back pain or you're uncomfortable or you're tired, and people ignore it until it moves up to the back and then they get a headache and then they go home and take a pill. When you start stretching and spend time internally, what happens is now when you're cleaning and if something happens with your back, you take the time right there to stretch it. So now you stretch out that problem and then if you stretch a little longer, because you'll continue to stretch at home.
Right.
So now you're going to, you know, undo and stretch the muscle that caused that problem. So that problem will go and then another one will come and you keep stretching. And eventually when it's balanced, you just start to enjoy life the way we're meant to. So yes.
And cleaning, you're supposed to enjoy it. But you know what I'm thinking now?
Cleaning.
I'm thinking that every business in the world can use your advice and your knowledge because the employees will be more productive, the less WSIB claims,
yes,
and you know, they'll have more energy. They'll learn that when they're on the computer, instead of sitting there and getting neck pain and stuff, that they can stretch while they're on the computer, right? So I think that you guys should look up Rhonda. I mean, this sounds amazing. You know, what would you want your legacy to be? You know,
my legacy? Does that mean I'm going somewhere?
No,
Okay,
no.
good.
But I mean, like, just like people to know you. Just
two things.
Because you're never going anywhere. You're always going to be here. Right?
Unless I want to. Unless you choose. And that's what I learned too, is that your soul is the one who decides to leave this body. You talk your soul out of it. But when you get to that point, you're the one who decides.
Okay.
So I always say, if Jesus really was on the cross and died muscle by muscle, slowly, he's the one that would have had to decide if he was going to die. So if they took him off the cross, put him in a cave, I say the only way he could have come out is if he stretched himself back after 3 days of stretching, because you can bring yourself back physically from anywhere. Wow. As long as you put the time into it.
I've heard people, like this one gentleman, he said that they were going to pull the plug on his son. He goes, don't do it. Wait till I get there. And then he said, you're going to live. You're going to live. And he just shook his son. And they're saying, let him go. Let him go. And he goes, no, I'm not going to let him go. And he came back. And then him and his son were interviewed. And his son said, thank God for my father. He said, I don't have to die.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
So I always tell everybody that when I teach you the stretching, and I did it for free for years, and now I have a business, I'm incorporated, I'm insured.
You should get paid for it. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
and I there were times,
a lot of knowledge.
There were times I did, but I did it a lot for free. And I tell people the only thing I want, if this is a legacy, and this will just grow to where we're going, is that once you learn the knowledge and you feel incredible because you're stretching, share it for that.
Share it.
Or make a business out of it. And you know, but
you could be a franchise.
Oh, I see a lot of stuff.
Yeah. You could have like little stretchers everywhere.
Well, so I'll tell you, my business partner a few years ago approached me and wanted to, he said in the States, they're starting stretch labs.
Oh.
And he said, and I take credit for all the knowledge on stretching. I must have over 1 million videos online for over 20 years.
1 million?
And I got on one channel alone, I've got 20,000. You know, seriously, it's easy. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Maybe not 1 million, but a lot of videos online.
Yes. Wow, that's
like
amazing.
On every social media platform.
You know what? I want to check
20 years.
I want to lose my jelly belly. That's what I want to focus on.
And it's a slow process.
Yeah.
Why was I telling you that though? But you asked me something.
Oh, that we could get all your videos, I could watch them, right? I want to be able to watch all your
Oh,
videos, like go back.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
okay.
Because you
Yeah,
have so
well,
many. So I'm going to go on
yeah,
your link
it's
tree and check
basic.
them out.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
basic knowledge. So the
Yeah.
app shows the basic knowledge. You can,
Oh, okay.
it's free, but
Yeah.
you can upload it
Yeah.
or subscribe to it. You have to upload it,
Okay.
but you can subscribe to it and then unlock the rest of the videos.
Right.
A one-on-one is an hour and a half to give you the information, today's information. But if you want to start really with the basics, the app is fantastic for
And
that.
then when you want to get deeper and,
Yeah,
do the deep
do the
healing,
one-on-one, and
the
then
one-on-one.
yeah, and then I just progress you. If you have questions, I don't charge for that. Like, I always have
Would the
group chats,
one-on-one
and you can
be
ask me. I'll send videos and
would the
keep you going.
one-on-one be live or on?
So you could do it over Zoom, or I could come to your home,
Yeah.
but it's the same
I always
information.
I
You
always
don't
like
need to get out of the comfort of your own home, you know?
Oh, okay. Wow,
Yeah, and I'm
interesting.
in the corporations. I am getting into the
Oh,
corporations.
that's great.
I'm getting into the old age homes,
Wow, that's
and
really
I
important. So
want
you know
I
what?
want in the jails.
Uh-oh. Everybody's gonna start living forever in the old age homes.
Well, they don't want that, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the information, it's really hard to work with older people because they
Their
are
mindset.
well, their mind, what's a mindset?
Well, what they've been told and
Not
trained
only
and
that, but your mind shuts down because it's connected to your body. So longer you don't stretch, you're so, getting internally worse. You're choking your body off. So you got to do a lot of stretching. So anybody, no matter what age, it's up to you to do the work. So if you want to just feel good, why? Why would I would spend, if I had this knowledge like I have,
yeah,
and I heard this from somebody,
right.
and I started to do the stretches and actually feel it, and I could magnify, wow, if for 5 minutes of stretching I feel like this, magnify that, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I would only spend all my time stretching. So it doesn't matter where you are or what you're going through in your life. This is your home. This is your vessel. This is your knowledge. This is your lifeline. This is your healing. This is your food.
Yeah, that sounds great. I was in an old age home like a couple months ago, and there was a lady there, and she was really, really depressed. And she said that she was from Italy, and she said that her husband died, and now she's going blind, and she can't see. And she goes, I just want to go back to Italy. I don't want to be here. I hate it and stuff. And she goes, I can't see my radio anymore to turn on your radio. And I go, well, have you ever heard of Google? And she goes, what's Google? So I told the front desk, I go, you get her Google right away. I said, you'll be able to talk to it. You'll be able to dance. You can play.
That's
She goes,
awesome.
I can dance. I said, you can dance from now on. You can listen to music. And she goes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
And you know what? If she could see again, like, so what a beautiful Italian woman. Like, you know what? Just having that hope
I know.
instead of feeling like she's going blind and she's all alone and she's in pain and
It's
nobody
terrible.
cares.
I'll tell you, I worked with a lady. She was 89 when I met her. We drove from
And she
Florida.
reversed her age.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, so we drove from Florida,
Mm.
and I talked about the stretching, and then we shared a hotel room together. We were bringing her to Canada,
Mm.
and she said, as soon as we got in the room, she said, can you show me those stretches? I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So I showed her the stretches. For 2 years, I haven't seen her in a few months,
Right.
but for 2 years, I worked with her. I went, I gave her a shower, I took her grocery shopping, I emailed her every night. She became one of my best friends. She was so smart. She made changes in the Catholic education system in her life.
What do you mean she was?
What do you mean, was
Like, is
what?
she still here?
Yes.
Okay,
But
good.
in her life, no, she was,
Okay.
when she was working,
All right.
right?
Okay.
And so I would tell her all this stuff that I tell you,
Okay.
about
Yeah.
this, and your body will function better.
Right.
So I would tell her, and she didn't poo-poo it away. She listened to me. She did her stretches religiously.
Mm-hmm.
I changed them whenever she had questions. I gave her the answers, and she said one day, and I've got her. I've got her on my Stretch Healer Instagram account.
Oh, gosh, that's
And she
amazing.
said one day, Rhonda, she said, I dropped something. I bent down. I picked it up. It was in my hand. I said, oh my God. That's what she was talking about.
I
wasn't worried about falling. I didn't think about it. My body picked it up.
Wow.
Then that's it.
Yeah. So no more hip replacements, operations, glasses, nothing. You guys, stretching is the answer. If you want to have a new life, start going inside and focus on stretching. And you can watch some of Rhonda's videos as well as contact her. You can do one-on-one, you can do Zoom. And we are really grateful for you sharing your knowledge today.
Thank you.
And I am so excited about just doing a couple stretches just to get a sample of what it is. And so anyway, I just want to say cheers again.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Will.
I get to experience stretching. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. All right, I'm ready. Okay, first time ever, some real heavy duty stretching so that I can get to know my insides. Okay, what should I do?
Lay down on the floor on your back.
Okay.
Lay down, lie down, lay down, lie down.
And then the thing I love about this is, okay, come on, honey. Come on, baby. Come here. Come here, honey. Come here. Don't be scared. Mommy's just going to lay down. Okay. All right.
Okay, so bring your knees to your chest nice and slow.
Okay.
I'm going to hold your legs. Now, are you feeling a stretch pull or a pain?
Yes. I've never been able to bend all the way up.
Okay. So she says she hasn't been able to bend all the way up.
Right.
And as you start to stretch, she's going to realize that the more time she spends stretching that short muscle that's stopping her from keeping the leg straight, the more time she spends on that muscle, the more elongated it becomes.
Wow.
And then eventually, nice and slowly, naturally.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, I feel that.
So this is it. So all you do is you stay in a stretch position, and
how would I do this by myself?
You could put this. You could put your feet on the wall.
On the wall, yeah.
But the same thing is, if you were sitting, the same position that she has like this, if she was sitting up with the legs straight in front of her, bending towards her feet, it's the same movement.
Right.
So that's how you do it. So you sit down, right?
And if you have puppies like me, these guys can all be part of your stretching exercise. You can make it a family affair.
So, do you feel how intense it is?
I really do.
Yeah. And you'll see that the more time we spend, I'm not doing anything. I'm not physically pushing you.
No.
So everything that's going to happen is inside on its own time.
Right.
So you listening to your body, if it's too much, then you just ease off a bit.
Right.
But then when you find the sweet spot, you just stay there. You don't move.
It actually feels really good.
Right. Because it in time, it starts to relax. So you can feel the tension.
So one day when I be able to...
Probably if I stay here in 20 minutes, I'll have her legs over her head.
What?
Yeah.
It's never happened.
I know, because you never spend time in there. We're spending time.
Wow.
And remember when I said age is time?
Yes.
So if we spend 15 minutes, that's like reversing a lot. Because when was the last time you spent time in these muscles?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Never. Yeah.
Right. So you'll see how, easy it is and how long it doesn't take to become flexible.
Well, my girlfriend took me to yoga class and she's like, Beverley, and the teacher is like, how come you can't bend? And I go, well, I can't. I just can't go any further, right? So I've just always known that, like my legs are longer and I just can't go forward, right?
Right.
So I can go back, but I can't go forward.
Okay, so where do you feel it now? Is it in the same, is it moving?
Yeah.
Is it relaxed?
Yeah, it's relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel it back here.
Yeah. So it travels. Right. So that's why I say your body's like a rope with knots.
Oh.
The first tension that you felt just now was, say, your first knot. As you spend time there, it relaxes, undoes, sends a chain reaction down to the next knot.
Oh, wow.
Do you feel that moving? So it will travel through your body. And then all of a sudden, you'll get to an area and it'll pull, and you might feel something behind your ear or under your arm. And then you realize, whoa, I'm pretty imbalanced because I'm not feeling the same things on both sides.
Wow.
And then I'm that twisted up that it's affecting something in my eyesight or my ears.
Wow.
So you'll get to know, I tell people, the more time you spend, the more time you get to know what you look like on the inside.
Wow.
The machines know what you look like on the inside. Why don't you? Because you're not spending time in there.
Right.
As it undoes, then you start to realize, I didn't even know that that was there. No, because you don't know yourself.
When I was in college, my back went and they found out through x-rays I have disintegrated disc disease. So when I was in college, I would be walking down the hall and my back would give out. And so I would just automatically fall to the ground. And the doctor said, you can't take medication because it just comes on so quick and then it stops so quick. So he sent me to this place called Felden Crisis Center where they do stuff like this, where you work with a partner, not your dog, and you do stretches and you do like body movements and rolls and stuff. And you know what? After I was a member there for like 5 or 6 months, I never had the problem again. I never took medication for it.
So has it never been bad?
No.
Yeah. So she was being physically stretched. So it took that knot out, but doesn't mean that there aren't other knots in there. So the only time that people go to get their problem fixed is when it becomes a problem. You have no idea. So you're just using your body, in an imbalanced state and waiting for other problems. So when you spend time internally constantly stretching, you're balancing your bone structure so there are no problems. Okay. So you're bending down. You feel stretch or pain?
Yeah.
Then hold it until you're ready, until you can't hold it yet. That's it. Nice. See how you're exactly. And hold, even if it feels like good. Perfect.
Kids are going to visit while you do your stretch. Oh, Ginger. She loves you well.
Okay, so you're going to get down. You're going to lay on your back, but I want you to get down onto your back. It doesn't matter what you look like. And don't try to, think of how you're going to do it. Follow how your body wants it. And if that feels good and you feel a stretch, I want you to hold it. I can't believe they opened that thing by themselves.
Oh, yeah. I told you Pee-wee's a professional thief, and he will.
What's going to happen? Should I not do this? Yes.
All right.
So that feels good. If you feel a stretch anywhere, as long as there's no pain, I want you to hold it. You're getting down nice and slow. Does it feel good?
Yeah, in here.
Is it a stretch or a pull or a pain?
Stretch.
That's all you're looking for. You see that feeling that you have? That's all we're following. Feels good?
You've been having a bit of a sore back, actually.
Yeah. And if that feels good, stretching, there you go. Okay, try to go a little bit on an angle, like put your head that way, and then the feet this way a little bit.
So they can put my head down.
Wow.
Nice
Does he need pillows behind his head?
You could use it. There.
Pee-wee's going to give you kisses.
So you're comfy. Okay. No, hold till your body tells you when to change position.
Right. Okay.
Does that feel amazing?
Yeah.
Everyone's always worried. They're like, oh God, she's going to hurt me. I'm not flexible. I have a back pain. This is not going to be good. If it's not good, it's not working. It's not right. It's not the technique. It's not healing. Stretch healing.
Right.
So
Stretch
everyone's always relieved. And don't forget to stretch and use healthy products.
Wow. Wasn't that amazing today? Like, wow, I feel so good doing those stretches. I can't believe it. I can't believe that my legs have never been able to stretch very far. And Just amazing. Will feels amazing. I feel amazing. Ginger, do you feel amazing? Do you want some stretches too? You know what? We have to keep going. We can't, there's no going back with this knowledge now. You know what? Thank you so much, Rhonda, for sharing your knowledge and for stretching us today because we got stretched. Yes, we did. We feel so good. You know, when I used to go to the gym, I used to stretch for like 1 minute, 2 minutes, and I thought that's all you needed. But you know what? My takeaway from this is that, you know what, I used to think, okay, well, if I stretch too long, I'm wasting time. She said, I'm going to get that time back. I'm going to get that time back. You know what? If you want to be healed, you know what? No more glasses, no more pain, no more agony, no more dementia, no more wrinkles. You know what? Count me in as your client, Rhonda. Like, I'm going to be the first in line. Thank you so much for being here today and sharing your knowledge, strength, and hope with us. Thank you.